Hey everybody, Jim Cummings here, wishing each and every one of you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. It's been a heck of a year and we've really enjoyed it here on the podcast. Producer Chris and I have been working hard to hopefully bring you some happy stuff for this Christmas coming up. And if you do like this, well, do us a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, you know the drill. I just hope everybody out there is having a great time, enjoying each other's company. God bless, Merry Christmas, and what else? I think that was it. Oh, yes. And don't forget to stay sweet as honey and enjoy the show.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Toon'd In with Jim Cummings. I am producer Chris, joined as always by the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings. How are you doing today, sir?
And a good morning, Christopher. We are live and kicking and got a show for you today.
We sure do. Yeah, it's a nice hot day here in Southern California.
Sure
It's too hot. It's too hot. But besides all that, we have a great guest for you guys. Today we have James Rallison, known as the Odd Ones Out.
You got it.
Is a prominent YouTuber, cartoonist, animator, author, and voice actor, best known for animated storytime videos and the Netflix series Oddballs. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thanks for having me on. So I know I'm the guest on the podcast, and I'm sure you have plenty of questions for me, but I would love to just ask you some questions about like your work as a voice actor and just like what the industry is like, because a lot of my voice acting is like by myself. I like just scream with no one in my sound booth and like no one can see no one can see me like descend into madness, as I like just am talking for an hour at no one. And then it wasn't until I like did stuff for Netflix where I like got to like actually be in the booth, like with other voice actors and stuff. And I remember like the first time I was like a little nervous, right? Like doing it in front of people. I was like, oh, I got to do the voice with like a director, like telling me like,
well, we can tell you're obviously tongue tied, so please continue.
And there was this one instance, in one of the Netflix records where the director was like, all right, we're going to need 15 seconds of this character chewing. And then the actor was like, okay. And then just for 15 seconds, just went, nom, 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 nom. And then everyone just had to stay like completely silent because they couldn't like mess up the take or anything.
Sure.
And we just had to just sit there just listening for nom, nom, nom. And I just remember thinking like, this has just got to be like a regular Tuesday for voice actors, isn't it? Like,
true.
It was such a strange feeling for me. So like, are there any like, in times when you were like in the booth, just like, oh, I can't believe I get paid to do this,
Every time. Every time.
Yeah.
It's the stuff used to get me kicked out of class. And so I learned a lot in the hallway, apparently.
Oh, did you always know you were going to be a voice actor?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I sure did, yeah.
I
said it before I was about 5 years old. And I saw Mel Blanc on TV and thought, oh, well, he's doing fine. I'll do that.
Yeah. No,
How about you?
Well, I mean, like I got my start making webcomics. I always liked telling jokes with my art and then showing them to people. So I, created a webcomic on this website called Tumblr. I don't know if you know. You
Sure.
Sure. And I got pretty big there. And I remember like while I was working on the comics, I would like watch other YouTube videos while I worked. And I remember just thinking like, I could do that. So then I transitioned over from comics to YouTube. And my very first video, it's still up on the internet to this day, but I just had like a terrible like voice presenting what I had the script written out. I wrote it out on paper too. That was another thing. And I just like, oh man, I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant here, but like,
no, please do. Rant on.
My very first sound booth was like my bedroom closet.
Sure.
And
Mine
I had,
too.
yeah.
Everybody. Yeah.
And like, I got the like foam, like, those like foam pads that you put over your bed. I like,
like the egg cartons.
Yeah. I like stapled it to the wall.
Oh, boy.
And there was even like one point where I was like hunched. I didn't have a pop filter, so I had to like talk at an angle.
Right.
Then I like learned about what pop filter. Anyways, my first video, I feel like I totally butchered just my speaking voice and like how I like told this story. It was this, I still cringe at it, just going,
oh yeah.
So those books you make in elementary school, like I'm trying to be all casual, but like when it's just a cartoon, people can't see your facial expressions. You kind of have to, this, you have to be like a little over animated and exaggerated.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, too much is just barely enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm curious. So, are you like self-taught on all this stuff, or did you go to some kind of, did you get some schooling? Did you go to college?
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, I didn't go to art college or voice acting college. My parents were really supportive.
Well, like animation.
Yeah. Well, so I was making these cartoons in my bedroom. My parents were like, "That's cool, but get a real job." And I said, "Okay, fine." So I actually went to school. My major was math education because I thought being a math teacher seems fun. I could probably make that work and do cartoons on the side. But then while I was in college, my YouTube kicked off, started making a whole lot of money, and I just stopped going to my classes because it's like, would I rather go to my classes and do math homework or stay in my dorm and then make YouTube videos? And it all worked out.
That was an easy decision.
Yeah, of course.
And so, like, all the while, I'm assuming you're getting more proficient at animating and all this stuff. So, like, are you teaching yourself or learning trial and error?
I guess, it was a lot of trial by error.
Yeah.
Well, error. Just figuring out what works, what doesn't work. For me, a lot of my voices, it's just me, though. It's just, like, my character, my little, like, bubble boy that is still, like, supposed to be a representation of me. So when I was doing stuff for Netflix, again, it was still like just my voice. And then they had me do a couple of voices for different characters. But I feel like every time I did a different character, it could still sounded like me, So
that's common.
I was going to say, like, is that like there's a lot of like voice actors where it's like you can tell who they are, but they're still like talented enough to like play all these different characters.
Sure, yeah. Well, Mel Blanc had that.
I feel like you have that too, right? Because you have like all these villains, and then you also have Winnie the Pooh.
Then, every now and then somebody's going to bleed over a little bit. What are you going to do?
This, I actually have a question for you, Miss. Can I call you Mr. Cummings?
Jim's good old what's his name?
Good old Jim. So how do I phrase this?
That's easy for you to say.
There's this. I feel like there's a phenomenon sometimes where voice actors voice two characters, and the two characters will be in a scene together, and they like interact, and it's one voice actor doing two different characters. You've had to do that with Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, right?
All the time, yeah.
Was that like hard to like switch between characters, or did you have to like record one character and then go to the other character?
Well, I used to do them both, one right after the other.
Oh, wow.
But once in a blue moon, I would catch myself bleeding over, so to speak, and Pooh would say, "Well, hold on there, hold on, excuse me," and I had a little Tigger in there, and it was a little too much bounce for Pooh, and so I just did them separately.
Yeah,
but
that's how I have to do it. Even for my videos, I have to like. I do these shorts, and sometimes like the shorts, there's like different characters. It's still like my voice, but I'll have to like record every character's voice like in one section, and then like have to like switch gears to another section. And I've doing the Netflix show, I got to see like voice actors that would like just read a line and like switch between the characters like on the same page. And I remember like looking away from my computer and being like, "Oh yeah, two people are talking," and then I like look up and it's just one person being crazy and having a conversation with themselves.
It helps. It helps to be a little crazy.
Oh no, it absolutely does.
Yeah.
Like I voice acting, like on the surface, it's just doing silly voices, but like it's doing silly voices with a purpose. I don't know if I'm making sense.
And do it, and do the silly voices well.
Yeah, silly voices well. And it's also like you have to. I saw this like one documentary. You might have been in it about. It was called like "I Know That Voice." You were in it, and I remember there was one voice actor that was like, anyone can do a Bugs Bunny impression, going, "Yeah, what's up, Doc?" But it's like, can you do Bugs Bunny getting electrocuted? Can you do Bugs Bunny like having like so like doing like all the different variations and everything, so like you really have to like know the character and like everything.
That's my philosophy too. People will say, "Well, hey, you want to hear my Tigger? Here you go, I'm Tigger." Pretty good, huh? And I go, "Oh, it's amazing." But you really have to do, I mean, Tigger would never do Hamlet, but he would have to get through a paragraph occasionally here and there, and you have to be able to sustain it. And a lot of acting is reacting. The line before you informs what you're about to say.
Oh, absolutely.
And you have to, get into both mindsets. But I've done that. There was a character, Bonkers, and I played Bonkers, and I played his human sidekick, Lucky Pical. And we invented a way for them to argue with each other and overlap, and I would just do all of the Bonkers lines and play the Lucky Pical lines in my head.
So you would like play off yourself.
Yeah, and then they would play back the Bonkers lines, and then I would say, no, that's not what I meant. Oh, Bonker, will you shut up and let me talk? And those gaps right there were Bonkers.
Like, so you could hear it.
Yeah, and I had it in my head. And then we'd do one, then do the other, and then they'd put them both together, and it sounded like two people. But they were overlapping naturally.
Yeah.
The way that people do.
The way the editors. That's something that
cool.
For my videos, I do all the sound editing myself, which, like I said, I record by myself. Just go into spiraling madness, just screaming.
Would you say you're a perfectionist?
A little bit. When I record my lines, I was about to explain something that's probably super obvious to you, and I apologize.
No,
but
please.
When I record my lines, I try to when I do a new take, I try to enunciate like a different word or try and say things differently because
break it up a little bit. Sure.
So many
Absolutely.
times I'll do a line and then I'll be like, let's do another one just for safety, and then I'll just say the exact same thing in the exact same way, and it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
We're just wasting
how safe
my time.
are we? Yeah. Okay, we're safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's a lot of that.
When you how do I want to say that? How do you, I guess, prepare for a role? Do you kind of, I guess you've been doing it for so long. Do you have a system, or do you just get in there, get your lines, and then just knock it out of the park because you're a genius?
Mostly knock it out of the park because I'm a genius. No, in fact, we just did 3 Mickey Mouse Clubhouse this morning.
Oh, wow.
And I don't, as far as, rehearsing, I like the first take. I like to record the first take the first time I'm reading it.
Oh, yeah?
And because something will pop into your head, and, if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all digital now. You don't not even wasting tape.
Yeah.
So, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And every now and then you find a little gemstone like that.
Are you a big ad-libber?
Yeah, I ad-lib a lot. And the trick to ad-libbing is it has to be in character, and it has to serve the scene. A lot of people will ad-lib for the sake of ad-libbing, and then it's kind of slows the story down. Now, okay, well, what were we doing? Oh, that's right. We're looking for the dog who fell down the well or whatever. That you got to get back to the storyline. So as long as you're ad-libbing in character and serving the story, that's the key.
Okay, that's what I do too. I'll write up a whole script and then go all right, script's great, and then in the booth I'm like, I could say it this way. It sounds clunky if I say it this way. So,
is voice acting something you're looking to pursue more of?
Yeah, I have a lot of fun doing the silly voices, but again, I always feel like my voices still just sound like me, though. I
but that's not 100% bad. I mean, it's good to have a signature sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite examples of that is, his name is not coming to me right now, but he plays Bob in Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And everything he's in is just the same, same voice.
Yeah.
And he makes it work. He has a really unique voice.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got that sort of. Yeah. And he
what is
plays
his name?
Archer.
Yeah, Archer as well.
Bob's Big Boys.
Yeah.
I forget what else he's in.
Bob's Burgers, Bob's Big Boy. That's an actual place.
Yeah.
You just came from there, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why it's on your mind.
Exactly.
There you go. Call in, folks. Tell us who the guy's name quickly.
Yeah. So this is something that I wanted to ask you, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to ask you in person. I probably could look this up, but were you the singing voice of Rasputin in Anastasia?
Yes.
I knew it. Every time that comes on, I'm always and he sings, I'm like, that's Jim Cummings.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was credited.
Sure. Like I said, I probably could look it up.
Yeah.
But just every time I watch it,
Better be.
So
yeah.
have you like done musicals before? Like, do you sing?
Oh, tons.
wow.
Yeah. I've sung most of my life. I started doing that as soon as anything else. I played drums, and I was always in a band. As a kid, late grade, like junior high, and then all through high school. And then after high school, when I first moved to New Orleans, I was in a band that actually made money. So that was a rarity. That was a new thing. But I was always the singer and the drummer.
Wow, so you've just always been working with sound and audio.
Yeah, I guess so. I was accidentally, accidentally doing research, and the band that I was in New Orleans, it was very good. Our goal was to make it sound like the record was playing, if we could do that.
Yeah.
So as a result, it could be a Rolling Stones song or. Allman Brothers or whoever it was, we wanted to sound like the record. So that meant I had to kind of twist my pipes around a little bit. And again, it was like, practice for my future gigs.
Yeah.
And so,
You got the pipes going on.
Yeah. It worked out.
Are there any again, sorry that I'm asking you all
Please.
these questions. Are there any specific characters that you like playing, like villains, for example?
Well, villains are fun. They have a lot of fun. Pete the cat, he's not really a villain, but he's there to provide friction.
Exactly.
And bad guys have a lot of fun. So, as Rasputin. And I will say the bad guys get really good songs.
Yeah. Villain songs are the best.
Yeah, Be Prepared from Lion King. But I was also Powhatan from in Pocahontas, and that was a very beautiful song. As the river cuts its path.
That's right. Oh my goodness. I'm just reminded of all these things in my childhood.
Were you a Disney fan growing up?
Oh, I was. We had all the VHSs.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what a VHS is? I don't know.
I do.
Would you say that inspired you to be an animator?
Oh, no, definitely. Because all the movies that I watched growing up were just animated movies. So I guess I was more drawn to the drawings. And all the books that I read, too, were like comic books, like The Far Side and Calvin and Hobbes.
I heard you say that growing up, you were only allowed to watch as much TV as you spent time reading books.
Who told you that?
I do my research.
That was a rule in our house that we could only, I think it was to go on the computer. If you wanted to go on the computer for 30 minutes, you had to read for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I would just read comic books. And then my mom was
that's
like,
reading.
Yeah, my mom was like, that counts. That's fine. And I was like, nice. So, I got to, and then I was probably 12 years old when I was just in school and I was bored. And I just started making these little stick figure comics and then passing them out to my friends. And
That's
doing,
great.
doing that kind of really taught me how to structure a joke and how to, make things entertaining with just a small amount of lines, So I've always been wanting to entertain people with my art, my drawings,
Yeah.
That's great.
I was never trying to paint the Mona Lisa or anything. I was just making little doodles.
Did you do that flip book thing?
Oh, all the time.
I used to do it and make the arrow follow itself around the page.
Ooh, the arrow?
Yeah, well, the arrow. An arrow just
So
a little as you flip.
Oh, for me, it was a ball bouncing. I would start, and then as it was going down, it would stretch. And then when it hit the ground, it would stretch the other way.
Oh, good.
I thought I was so smart when I invented that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were.
Yeah. I was like, no one's thought of this before.
You're not going to believe this. That's really cool. So you had the advantage of knowing which target you were aiming at a very early age.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
right.
I just like doing it,
Sure.
And it totally makes sense that I put my stuff on the internet because sharing my comics was a big part of it. It's why I made them. So many artists have their sketchbook and going through it is a big no-no. It's their diary, It's
Yeah.
But for me, I was, I would just be like, hey, everyone, look at this comic I made. Don't you think it's funny? And then seeing the smile on their face would make it all worth it,
Wow. That's so cool.
But yeah, but voice acting though, I think I just, like I said, trial and error, just I had to find my voice, so to speak. And you've been doing it enough where it's I do a YouTube voice, so.
Well, you got to give us some.
Okay. So so
set the stage.
Right
Set the
now,
scene.
I knew it was only a matter of time before I brought up the video that I'm working on right now, which is about warrior cats. Do you know what warrior cats
Warrior cats.
We don't have to get into it. That's a
Yeah,
whole
we
other-
do. Yeah, we do. What is a warrior cat?
Okay. Warrior Cats is a book series that follows a society of feral cats who live in these groups that are kind of a mix between a gang and a cult. While they are considered kids' books, I will say Warrior Cats is less fun time happy cat adventures and more Watership Down. So like that's
You don't do a lot of cuts in your videos.
So
you don't do a lot of cuts, do
So
you?
that's a little sneak
It's
preview.
a shame you didn't have it down on pat. You were really struggling there to get
That's
through.
that's really funny. That's really
good.
funny how that like subtle little like tonal shift
Yeah.
It's
that
the
brings me
YouTube
right
voice.
into your videos.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
obviously over the years, like I've seen your videos, like obviously.
Yeah, because
you know.
I'm just talking right now. But then when I do the YouTube voice, so
Yeah, that's funny how that little
Yeah.
like
exactly.
that was a really weird experience for me because most of the time we have voice actors on here, you know, and like their shift in voice is so like drastic,
Yeah.
and yours is like so subtle, but then it still brings me to another place. Like,
Right, yeah.
oh
So-
yeah, I know that voice from these videos.
I've like done shorts before where it's like it's like I have two people that are voiced by me talking, and I don't really like change up the voice too much. Like I'll have like Google Maps like personified sitting in a passenger seat, and then me just like arguing with Google Maps, and like I'm not doing like I said, a crazy different voice, but I still have to make them sound like they're two characters, you know?
And then I think to speak on that, I think that's where your talent as an animator comes in too,
thank you.
to be able to differentiate so the voice doesn't really matter that much because the animation itself is telling the story.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that's the thing is that like anytime I look at the script or like just listen to the audio, I have to remind myself like there's going to be pictures to this. So I have to imagine like what's going to be shown when the pictures are there.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. I'm sure you know all about voicing cartoons.
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Can I ask you a voice acting question?
Yes.
Was there ever a line that you just couldn't get right and you just struggled with it constantly for like years to come?
Boy, jeez, I don't think so.
Oh, you're just
haunting
that
line?
talented.
Yeah, it reminds me of a story of my sweet friend Rusey Taylor, Minnie Mouse for many years. She's no longer with us, but she did this. There was a long time. Oh gosh, this had to be like 25 years ago. There were these toys, that talking Mother Goose, talking Teddy Ruxpin. It was a teddy bear. Well, those people came out with the Mother Goose story, and Rusey got the job of being Mother Goose, and she was wonderful. And there was and she was, I think. It was it was the Princess and the Frog, but it wasn't the Frog Prince. I'm sorry, The Princess and the Frog was a movie, but the Frog Prince, and it's where the princess had to kiss the frog to turn him back into a prince, and there was a line in there where the princess learned finally that, oh my gosh, this energetic little frog is actually a prince, and if I kiss him, he'll turn into a prince, and then she gets to be a princess and a queen. Oh, the king and queen. And so Rusey's going, and so it was that she leaned over and kissed the little green frog right on the tip of his little green, and then she couldn't get to she just started howling with laughter. She goes, I really want to say penis. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
That's another thing that I've like learned about voice actors, especially when you're in the booth. You just the wildest things get said. You know,
yes, yes, indeed.
Like I don't want to get too crazy here, but like, but
they do.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with me, because it's just me in there, so no one can will ever hear. I said this earlier, but I'm only sort of joking that like spiral into madness of just like screaming into a booth.
Yeah.
Do you still like even today just do everything yourself, or do you have like a team?
Oh,
now?
for voiceover and like sound, like it's all me like writing the script, doing the voices, and then editing the audio. And then when that's all done, then I send that off to storyboarders and background artists and animators and stuff.
Gotcha.
I used to have someone edit the audio, but it just was faster if I did it because like I knew like, all right, this take took me forever to get, you know.
Like the timing.
Exactly. Yeah. And Yeah, no, it's editing audio. Editing audio is like one of my least favorite things in the like video making process.
I hear that.
Because like I can't listen to anything in the background.
Right.
You know, I have to like just focus on. Like,
I know.
And it just and then it like gets to a point where I'm like, this isn't funny anymore. So I have to like step away from it and
you get too close to it.
Exactly. Yeah. There was speaking of having lines that you just couldn't get right. There was one line that I did in a video. Trying to explain the context of this would take too much time, but the line was, who wouldn't want to drop out of a Muggle public school and live in a castle with a bunch of soft British boys? So but like I had to do it in the YouTube voice.
Yeah.
And I was like, who wouldn't want to drop out of a Muggle public?
See,
It's still haunting me. Who wouldn't want to drop out of a? I keep trying to say drop out of a, which is like I don't think that's the right. Who wouldn't want to drop out of a Muggle public school and live in a whatever? We don't have to we cut that out.
A Muggle public school. Yes,
you know Harry Potter, right?
Well, sure. Yes, those damn Muggles.
Damn Muggle. Yeah.
So
That's funny.
What's it feel like? Tell us the story of how Netflix approaches you for this show.
Oh, they didn't approach me. I had to. We like.
Oh, so you sought after it.
I was gonna. Yeah, we like had to pitch it around and stuff.
Oh, interesting. So who else did you speak with in order to try and get this done?
I feel like I'm allowed to say this at this point, right? Well, we pitched to like Nickelodeon and Disney, and then there's also this other place called Gumand, who you know Gumand, and the very first people we pitched to, they said like no one's ever going to want to work with a YouTuber is just like not right, and I was like, oh geez, I just wasted a whole lot of time with making this Bible then, you know, but then. We pitched it to Netflix. Am I allowed to say that? We pitched it to Netflix.
Sure.
And then Netflix was like, we'll only do it if Bubble Boy is in it. And I was like, well, Bubble Boy is supposed to be me, James Rallison. This is supposed to be like its own character, like in a world and everything. And then Netflix was like, we want Bubble Boy. And I said, okay, fine. So then we did Bubble Boy, and like Bubble Boy's voiced by me, and it's just like my voice.
Is it like a Marvel type deal where they have to license the character himself?
Yeah, it was something like that. Where like they had to like license the character, and then I still got to keep the rights.
Involved.
Yeah, that was like a whole other thing too. That like
That's
fascinating.
And so I basically got to like keep the rights to Bubble Boy, but then they got pretty much everything else. So that's fine. I love Bubble Boy.
You remember that movie Bubble Boy?
Was that the Adam Sandler one?
Was it Adam Sandler?
Well, I remember there was.
Remember he was like in a bubble.
I'm probably thinking of Water Boy.
I think it
Water
was,
Boy. Yeah, you're thinking of Water Boy.
Well, John Travolta did one where he had no immune system, and he was a boy.
And he was like in a bubble the whole time.
Yeah, isn't that based off of a real thing?
I think so. Probably not that extreme.
Leave your comments about your favorite Bubble Boy in the comment box down below.
And did we not? Is this not working? I forgot about.
It's not
this
working
thing.
today.
Oh, okay. Because we have a logo here.
We have to get good old maintenance on the on
you
the
know
job.
What would be fun?
But you're on the right place, folks.
Yeah.
You're here.
we're here on the podcast.
Yes, we are.
If you had to work with voice directors pretty much your whole career, right? Mm-hmm. So when I was like doing stuff with Netflix, it was like the first time I was working with a voice director, and he was very funny. His name was Gene, and he would always like let's say the line was like, huh? How'd that get there? He'd be like, all right, imagine you just killed someone and you hid the body in your trunk, and then you're driving into the woods, and then the police pull you over, and then you open the trunk and you go, huh? How'd that get there? And I'd be like, all right, Gene, let me pull from that experience.
Yeah.
So he would always like have just like the most wildest examples, and I'd be like, okay. And then there was one time.
Okay. Say you wake up on Mars. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. There was one time I had to do like a sad line where I was talking to a toaster, but it was like I had to say something sad, and they were like, imagine you're talking to your dog who's dying, and I was like, okay, and then like I still couldn't get it, and they're like, now imagine you're holding your dead dog, and I was like,
oh God, do I have to?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Like that's just acting, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's how you get into character,
Yeah, it's like that old Dustin Hoffman thing when he was making Marathon Man, stayed up all night to look like he was being tortured. And so Laurence Olivier said, what are you doing? You look like shit. He goes, well, I wanted to make it look like I was being tortured all night by this Nazi dentist, which he was. And he goes, oh, my boy, you should try acting. So There you go.
That's so
Try
funny.
acting,
Yeah.
right?
Did you get the part?
Yeah. He did. Yeah. And he also got holes drilled in his teeth. But
It's dedication.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So what is your favorite part of all of this business that you're in?
Of just
Is
YouTube?
it yeah.
I think finishing a video and just finally being able to just like send it free into the world. Like,
Is that hard for you? Because a lot of us keep going, I could do that. I could.
I was literally going to like, when people draw a picture, like very often they have a hard time like finishing it. You know, they're like, oh, I can just add this to do this.
Yeah.
And every time I try to like set like a loose schedule for myself where I'm like, I'm going to post on Saturday, which means I needed to get this done by Monday, this done by Tuesday.
Right.
And then I realized a pattern with like my upload schedule that like the day before I would always be like crunching to finish the video. I'd always be like staying up super late, just like getting everything like put together. And I kept thinking like, why am I still like, how is this like still a problem? And I realized it's because I'm like always adding in these extra little bits like, oh, I can add a little drop shadow here. And oh, I can add a little sound effect here. So just before I post, I'm just always like putting in the final touches and everything.
Right.
But then once it's done and I can just look back at it on my garden or whatever, then I can just like it's honestly just like letting it off into the world and let people enjoy it. So I think finishing the video is always my favorite part. Well, what about you?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part?
Oh, well, I like this podcast.
Nice.
No, I still enjoy, what I do. I just did a couple 3 Mickey Mouse clubhouses this morning.
Are there ever times where you have to like go into a booth and they're like, hey, Mr. Well, how are your kids? All right. Well, we're going to need 3 seconds of you screaming. Like,
Oh, sure. Yeah, we do those at the end.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's just my thing. In fact, when we were doing Tasmania, because Tasmanian Devil, he's all screaming mostly. Yeah, and you can quote me. But I would say, okay, well, let's do this, but Friday afternoons,
Yeah.
because that way you get the weekend.
No, I get that. I would also, it was so funny. Like I the only like industry experience I have with voice acting is just with Netflix. So you probably
That's not bad.
You probably have like a lot more like crazier stories than what I'm about to say. But like, I just remember, there was a scene where I like legit had to like scream at the top of my lungs, "You're a slob," to someone. And like, so I'm just yelling at this person, "You're a slob," and just like seeing her like unchanging reaction, just like, yep, this is how
I'm a slob.
Yeah. And I don't know. It was just like,
Yeah.
I like, we did it over Zoom and I could like hear my voice like through her headphones. It was that loud,
Oh, wow.
So it was,
Whoops.
But are there ever times where you had to like say a very crazy line and you were just like, oh man, this is the way like, I don't know, like were you like an alien and you're like, the Zorbatrobs are attacking the Decepticons or something, and you're like, you had to say it like super earnestly or something?
Oh, some absolutely ridiculous line, super earnestly.
Yeah.
Oh God, I think that's all I do. I don't know that I ever do anything but that.
It's so true.
Gosh, there are some. While there comes to mind, I think there were coyotes, and there were a couple of coyotes sneaking up on something. I want to say it was an old Goofy cartoon or Mickey Mouse, and the one coyote, they decided they were all hillbilly coyotes. Well, that I don't know, no, that ain't none of mine. It must be urine. And I
That ain't my urine.
Yeah, it was supposed to. It's none of mine. It must be urine. So I was trying to sneak it past to see if, and of course they caught me. Like they animated it and they go, "We can't do this. It must be urine." Well, it's a hillbilly thing, so they maybe change it to yours.
Yours.
It must be mine. Must be yours.
Yours.
And then I said, "Piss on it."
Man, how many times? How many times does like a director or executive like have to pull back from a joke that the AC turned on or something? or like thunder.
That's interesting.
It's them rolling the dumpster, I think.
Oh, very nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's trash
And
day.
you guys were here for it.
Garbage day. We did have thunder, what?
Yeah.
2 weekends ago? We were in Houston.
Yesterday, right?
really?
Did you hear? Were you there? Like crazy weather we're having. But there was like thunder but it was like still sunny out. Am I crazy? Or maybe
You might be.
Maybe.
Someone fact check me on that. Wait, what were we? We were talking about voices and doing
I
silly
thought we were
voices.
talking about thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the dumpster.
Dumpster. But what about before that?
How
What
are we doing?
Hey, leave a comment about what your favorite part of this podcast was.
Yes.
I want to know,
The
as
dumpster?
a YouTuber with over 20 million subscribers on YouTube, which is just crazy to me. Like, that's,
Thank you.
Yes.
What?
Congratulations.
That
too.
has to be, and you probably know this, like right off the top of your head, like that has to compare viewer-wise to like primetime television, right? Or more.
You know,
That's a good question. Yeah.
I think so many like starting YouTubers like will focus on the numbers too much.
But I'm gonna rebut that in a second
okay.
because I have a follow-up question. But go on.
I think the dumpster's all done now.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely like, especially like my earlier videos. I don't know if you saw my Suabwe series. A lot of people like the Suabwe series.
Of course, I feel like that's like the iconic.
that's like people see me and they're like, "You're the Suabwe guy," and I'm like, but like, yes, being like looking back and just seeing like how big some of those videos got, I was just like, whoa! I feel like even at the time, I didn't realize how ginormous of an audience this was.
Yeah.
And now it's not as what it was used to be or everything, but like, it's, still their videos are doing well enough and I'm able to like support myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what was the question again? Just like, isn't that a crazy amount? Yeah, it was a lot.
Well, yeah, I was comparing it to primetime television and like, just the number of eyes. Because I think, I'm in my mid 30s and it's still like a relatively new thing to me. You've been around, YouTube for over a decade, correct?
Yeah.
Posting on YouTube. So you've seen like from the, almost definitely a whole different era of YouTubers at that time. Like I remember like Jenna Marbles and like there was whole different personalities who have since retired. And then now, a whole new era of YouTubers.
Like YouTube's constantly going through changes and eras and stuff. Like anytime they do something to the algorithm or they like, have like a monetization thing or even like sponsorships being like more common, that like elevated all these like medium-sized channels to be able to do it full time. So like,
and how do you navigate through all that?
How do you navigate through it? So I'm definitely not the right person to be talking to about this because
I think you are. I think you are.
Pretty well.
You are.
Yeah, I just make the videos that I would want to watch.
There you go.
And there are times where I'll have an idea, but then I don't think people are going to watch that idea, so there's kind of like, you have to find this like balance of like, what do I want to talk about and what will people find entertaining,
But you do also make an effort to get your face out there as well.
Yeah, I've shown my face a couple of times. Yeah, it's
like you did that boxing match with with I Did a Thing.
Yeah, I had a whole that's a whole thing. There was actually, we were supposed to be doing a second one.
I know what happened to that.
Oh man, how much time do we have?
Whatever you have.
It's just the person who ran the event was in some controversies regarding the Palestine-Israel conflict.
Oh, boy.
And then like more just internet drama happened, and then they like switched ownerships to like a new person, but then they were telling me that it was just like a constant uphill battle to like get people to be excited for this event. So then they just ended up canceling it, and I did all this boxing training for nothing pretty much. But I got in good. I'm not like super bummed about it because I did get into pretty decent shape.
What was the motivation to do it in the first place?
What was the motivation?
To me, it strikes like, I mean, I know nothing about you, but it seems like a very like off-brand thing.
Absolutely. I think it was not knowing exactly what I was getting into for the most part was a big part of it. But it was when COVID started, I started working out. I started working out more seriously when COVID started. And then this YouTuber reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I'm doing a boxing event." And I was like, "Hey, I'm healthy. Let's do it. Again, not knowing exactly.
Were you familiar with his videos beforehand?
Yeah. I dubs.
Okay.
Yeah. I was totally familiar. I'd like met him before and everything.
Okay.
And then, things, you get in the ring, the adrenaline happens, and, you get knocked out in like 90 seconds. So, but voice acting, though, is a lot of fun.
You rarely get knocked out.
Exactly. Yeah. You just.
I'm sorry, was that a sensitive subject?
Yeah. Did you notice that smooth segue?
I don't know if that's. Have you ever boxed before, Jim?
Only when I was a kid.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Well, I know Jim's a big boxing fan.
I
do
big
know
boxing
that.
fan, yeah.
Oh, really?
But
So it's
everybody
not
kept growing
completely off
taller.
subject.
I kept gaining weight, but not getting any taller. So everybody was reaching me from across the room. I go, "Oh, with this, I'm getting in a band."
Yeah.
It's
I don't know. I definitely like working out and I like going to the gym, which you don't see a lot of animators doing that. But I'm trying to be the change.
Right on.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What else is like highlighted on your sheet over
let's
here?
see. Yeah, that's right. Look at this. Look what we have here, folks. Well, we've got MrBeast's YouTube battle royale. Is that?
Do you know who the YouTuber MrBeast is?
I think so.
That's wow, cool. I've been in 2 of his videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them all.
That's fine. I don't think so. I've either, but
he hasn't either.
He's Jimmy will always like get these like big events where he invites a bunch of YouTubers to compete for money, and then there was one where he did like this airsoft match and we had like balloons and everything. And me and my team won that one. So that was really fun. Look at that. And then later he invited a bunch of YouTubers to be in this giant cube for over a day, over 24 hours. And we like didn't have any phones or anything. And I like already right off the bat, I think getting 50 YouTubers locked in a room with no connection to the outside world, that's already a great idea for a video right there. Just like record the conversations that people have. And then I lost to Jenga. One of the challenges was Jenga. But then my friend Jaden actually ended up winning that challenge. So she won 2 MrBeast challenges. And
Jenga.
Yeah, right?
Was it like the big Jenga?
Yeah, it was, the slightly bigger than average Jenga.
The 2x4 Jengas.
Yeah. I first of all, I just want to say I've never liked Jenga. Not even in like the small form. It's just too much stress. It's going to fall over and it's going to make a loud sound. I'd rather just play Mousetrap. Actually, Mousetrap's pretty loud too.
Well, 2 times in my life, and I played Jenga way too much. 2 times in my life, I made it to the very end.
Yeah?
Where every single one was used.
Wow.
Yes.
Just like crisscrossed
every single one, yeah. And there was a lot of,
you sneeze and it falls over.
Yes, exactly. But although I don't have a picture of it, damn it.
My friend Jaden can now say that she won Jenga and got like $1 million. So...
Okay, I didn't do that.
Yeah. She had to do a bunch of other things too, but
she's way ahead of me.
The Jenga was a big part of it.
I can't imagine. Somebody really likes Jenga.
That's
I'll give you $1 million. Play the hell out of this game.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's nuts how much money he throws around.
I was going to say, like, we were talking earlier about, like, the trends of YouTube and everything, and I think MrBeast is just changing the game.
Oh, for sure. He changed everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
Changed everything.
Now it's all, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's very, like even, like, his newer videos. I was kind of a fan of him, like, years ago. I haven't kept up as much as I used to. Mm-hmm. But it's just, like, like, so, like, quick edit. Like, I feel like I'm not even getting, like, a full story.
And that was like in the MrBeast 50 YouTuber cube thing. I feel like he could have, like, if this was like a regular TV show, he could have like made a whole season on that.
Right.
I think he could have stretched it out, like really had the drama of like, oh, this person's getting eliminated. But no, he just it was probably like a 40-minute video, which is long for a MrBeast
For
video.
sure. Sure. He usually sticks around like 15, 20 these days.
But voice acting though, what are you, what are your thoughts on voice acting?
We obviously have to talk about YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're here on YouTube.
We are here. Yeah, that's right. We're surrounded.
Yeah. We're all have microphones, so we're kind of voice acting.
Yeah, it's like a split. It's like best of both worlds. We actually do talk about that on this podcast, though. It's interesting because Jim will talk about how, everybody used to record together back in the day, all together in a booth.
Now it's all over the computer.
And I always make the comment, it's either over the computer, but the only time that voice actors really get to be together again in the same room or same studio is either a podcast or a convention. Seriously. Like, it's really the only time. It's really like cool
it's
to
just convenient.
see.
I think,
and I miss it.
I was going to
really do.
I get COVID made people work from home, and then some industries just stayed working from home.
And the entertainment industry was probably the biggest proponent of that, at least for like the audition process and recording and everything. Oh
yeah, well, look how many times you had to do something in the hallway or in the home. Yeah, it's we're slowly coming around, but I mean, we're in studios again, at least, so that's a step in the right direction. We've been there for a while now, but I miss those days. I like because ad-libs don't work if the person behind you isn't there. The person with the next line isn't there. No, because.
Well, you have a very different experience. You've done most of your voice acting alone. So compared to that experience that you had with others when you were doing the Netflix show, did you like it more? Did you like it less?
Oh, I liked it more for sure. Just like having like more people to like bounce like the whole scene off of.
And I think you're better too because you're almost performing for an audience.
Yeah. Like they say something to you and then I say something back, instead of it being this like stilted, like one-sided conversation.
Yep. Do you feel like you learned things from their performances and like that experience?
I learned that voice actors are crazy. That's what I learned. And I like.
Is that true?
That's true. That is very true.
I know. I say this like being fully aware of what I do and like how I scream into a booth for hours at a time. But like voice actors, first off, they have a ritual. For me, I like gargle apple cider vinegar just to like clear out my throat.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I've done that.
And so that you do that, then you get into a booth, and then they do funny voices for who knows how long, and then we just let them out into society, and we just like give them money for having to do silly voices.
Yes, that's exactly right.
There was I met a lot of very cool people, very talented people. Yeah. Do you know Gary Anthony Williams?
I sure do.
Yeah, he's
very talented.
He was he played like the teacher in the Netflix show, but like we loved his performance so much that we basically just like wrote this like teacher character into like more stories just because he was just so good. And that was also another thing too that I learned, like the voice actor can also like help you find the character that like you're trying to write, like, cause you write the script, you like have an idea and you have the design for it too. So you like have this idea of what the character is and what they do. But then once the like voice actor gives them life and like gives them a personality, then you can like start writing for them easier. Cause like how they're going to react and what they're going to say. Yeah. So I like having like voice actors really also like taught me about like how characters are formed and like what like goes into all that, Yeah. So anyway,
it's a fun process.
Yeah. Shout out to Gary Anthony Williams voicing Mr. McFly.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah. He's amazing.
And just on that recent topic of conventions, you do conventions as well too, don't you?
Yeah, I've been to there's one called VidCon that's been going on, and I know you do a lot of conventions too, right? There's sure are a lot. I went. This is not on topic, but I went to this Magic the Gathering convention.
Oh yeah,
that's cool.
Do you play?
Oh, I love Magic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do you play it?
I don't. I have friends who play, but I don't.
Okay, don't get sucked in. It's.
That's what I've heard.
There's like, it's so funny. Like I definitely think you have to be a certain kind of person to like Magic, and. I fit the bill. You have to like numbers,
Do you know Cash Cards Unlimited?
Is that a YouTube channel?
No. It's a card shop out here.
Oh,
out here
Cash
in LA.
Cards Unlimited?
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I need to introduce you. He's my buddy. He's a huge collector. Huge.
Oh, no, I believe it. Yeah. There's a lot of good shops in California.
Yeah. Sorry, just cut you off.
And Cameron went in and bought one at that shop, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And then he got that. Who was it? His first
Cassius.
rookie card.
Oh, I can't remember who he got. I can't remember who he got.
Yeah, it wasn't Cash.
I don't know, but they have everything.
Yeah.
But Magic the Gathering is like his thing.
Yeah. Jim, do you have a lot of people come up to you at conventions and like ask you to sign stuff?
Oh yeah.
What's the like most common thing? that people ask you to?
Well,
guess
I
most popular
bring a lot of
character.
pictures.
Yeah.
So there, there's that, and then Darkwing is up there, and Pooh and Tigger, and I get a lot of plush animals, plush toys, and
Of the characters you voiced?
yes,
Okay.
and a lot of legs and boobs.
Nice.
I guess. Yeah.
Very, very opposite sides of the
Yeah,
spectrum.
and I go, and then and this is years ago, and I realized that I had to improve my my
Signature?
signature. It was just nyeh, nyeh.
Sure.
And because this girl brought back and goes, "Look what I did," and I go, "Oh my God, it's my name."
She tattooed it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking, I don't know if I like
Should have
that.
done that better.
There was a girl who did that just last weekend. I was in Houston
Yeah,
at a
yeah.
convention with Jim, and she
Yeah.
tattooed her leg like massive Jim Cummings on her
Yeah.
leg. Yeah.
But now, and I said, let me guess, you're going to have it tattooed? She goes, absolutely. And I'm thinking, what about your husband? Does he? How
man's
crazy can he be about? Oh yeah, hey, hi Jim, yeah, that's real good. Oh bother, what do you say? You know?
I feel like if you really, if someone's a really big fan of your work, they should just get like a Tigger or Pooh or some other
Autograph.
character. Like,
Yeah, sure.
Like they don't need to permanently put that. Do you have any
there's
tattoos?
plenty of those. No, I don't.
No?
I don't have any.
Would you ever get a tattoo?
No, I almost did once. And then I realized, see, the problem is I'm very mercurial. And what I really am crazy about right now, next week I'll be going, oh man, what the hell was I thinking? So I know better.
Okay, you know better.
I
think.
I mean, everybody has them but me.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have one, right? Do you have an S right there on your chest of Superman?
I have two tattoos. Right here, I'm missing
Told
a
ya.
sternum right here, actually.
okay.
Have you ever seen The Dark Crystal with Jim Henson?
Sure.
So I got a Skeksis. Oh, that's fine. I
getting
got a Skeksis from
yeah.
The Dark Crystal. It's the guy that goes,
wow.
My favorite one of.
Oh, that's cool.
I really like
an
puppets.
evil Muppet.
Yeah, it's not my first tattoo though. This is my first tattoo. Can the camera see it?
What's that say?
It says tattoo.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It says tattoo.
I wanted to get a tattoo with no meaning, so I got the word tattoo.
Congratulations.
So I could tell people that I had a tattoo. So
Yes.
What's it of?
it's. Do you have any tattoos? Yeah, I have a tattoo.
It's like that dude, where's my car?
Yeah.
What's it? What was there saying on their backs?
Oh, it was like, bro, dude,
Sweet.
Yeah, that's what
What's mine say? Sweet.
dude, yeah. Yeah, it's a real who's on first situation.
Yeah.
Wait, you said you almost got a tattoo though.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I was $2 short. Thank God.
What was it?
And it was of a really well rendered scorpion with a drop of blood dripping from the tail, which I thought was very tasteful.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I was going to get it right there.
Nice.
Sounds like a band tattoo.
Yeah.
These are your band days.
Yeah,
I guess it's-
yeah. Well, I was 19, so
It's good that they didn't tattoo and then you paid. And then you were short and then they had to scrape it off or something.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, sorry, you don't get that little blood thing. You have to give it back. No, but I would just get sick of it and then hate myself. So I went right to hating myself, and that way I didn't have to muck it up with the tattoo in the middle. Don't try it at home.
So voice acting, what do you think about
Yeah. So yeah. Now, when did you think you were going to do this?
YouTube or voice acting?
Well, both.
When did I think I was going
At
to
what
do it?
age? Or
I guess when I posted my very first comic, I probably was like, yeah, I'm gonna be big one day.
You'd
was
be
like,
Stan
I was
Lee
like,
or-
I'm gonna have my name in lights or whatever. And then I kept posting comics, and then no one was reading them. And then I always tell people that I had to I posted 100 comics before I even got 100 followers. So I wasn't doing it for the numbers or the success. I was doing it because I enjoyed doing it. And then after enough trial and error, I found out what worked. I found out how to make things funny, how to structure jokes and draw at least decently well, not abysmal, and then the comics came out. I remember I came home from high school and I one of the comics went viral, and I just like got home, logged into Tumblr, and I see my follower count was at like 150, and I was like,
whoa,
it's happening, you know.
That was quite a jump.
Exactly. Yeah. I went from like 20 to 150, and I was like, it's happening, you know.
You're getting a virus.
Dad, I think I'm going to be doing this full time. And then wait, what was the original? When did I know I wanted to do this? Yeah, I just kept doing it, and then even when I was growing on Tumblr and like getting popular with the comics, I was still not making any money off of it because I was just like, I was making like internet currency. I was getting a lot of likes, and that was like, I was like, nice. And then
That's not bad.
Yeah. Then on YouTube, they let you monetize things, and then once I figured that out, it was all over, you know.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a crazy amount of money, but it was
money.
Exactly. And I was like, hey, I'd rather just stay in my dorm making YouTube videos, not socializing with people, than like going to classes and doing math homework, not socializing with people.
What's the most amount of money you've made from one video?
Oh, I don't know.
You know.
I think it was probably one of the Suaway ones, honestly. Man, I remember I would, if you asked me this like 5 years ago, I would have been able to like tell you it to like the number. Cause I used to like check like how much money I made.
So, okay, 6 figures, 5 figures.
Oh, in one video, probably like the not to like toot my own horn or anything, but like the Suaway ones have like 100 million views, which is like, that's insane.
That's insane.
That is insane.
Insane.
Why? Like, I don't
Congratulations,
I don't
by the
even know like which genie did I like rescue
Let
or
out
something.
of the bottle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know,
It's usually like only really music videos that you see get those kind
and like
of
I don't
numbers.
get like I honestly don't know why that one in particular was like so universally loved. I rewatched that video and I'm like, the voice acting's bad, the backgrounds are bad, jokes are stale, you know. So I don't know why people really resonated with that Suaway one. And that so many people, I even like in the first Suaway one, I only called it Suaway once as like a joke. I was like, I used to work at a small local sandwich shop. I don't know if you guys heard of it. It's called Suaway. And then that was like literally the only time I said it. And then the rest of the video, I called it Subway. And then everyone was like, Subway. And then,
that's good. You gave them something to hang their hat on.
Yeah,
was it around the same time as like Spoderman and Gooby and Dolan Duck?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? The like weird,
those
like
were
surrealist.
back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Suaway was like 2016 question.
So those would have been like a couple years before that.
You know, I actually had a pretty like existential moment not too long ago. It was with my boxing coach. And, you know, he's like, every time I post a picture of you on Instagram, people comment Suaway. And I was like, yeah, this is a video that I made a long time ago. And then I told him, I was like, yeah, I think I made it like March 2016. And then he's like, oh, that's when my daughter was born. And like his daughter was like there and she's like she's like 9 years old. And I just like got to see this like, the age of what my video was like in a person. And I was just like, oh my God. So
yeah, that's wild, huh?
Yeah.
Sense.
Well, you must get that experience
I was
all
going
the
to say,
time
like,
too.
Me complaining about my age probably doesn't.
No.
Make
It's
sense to you.
I didn't even think it was a complaint. I thought you were bragging.
Oh,
I was like, well, when my oldest fan was 9, I'd be going, wow, what year is this? I guess I'm 30 again. Okay.
I wasn't. My oldest fan's not 9. I feel
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
maybe I didn't go to VidCon this year.
Yeah.
But like you've been in the industry.
Yeah, a long time. About 40 years.
Oh wow,
something like that.
Ooh, how did you like get into it?
I just, I made a demo tape. I've told it before. I made a demo tape and shopped it around a little bit, and then I got a job, an audition, and I got that job. And then I had another audition, and they used the audition for the job. So I thought, oh my God, well, this is it. And I've been doing it ever since. And that was in 1985.
Was Winnie the Pooh the biggest one?
Well, yeah. Over time.
And that Was that like
time.
Was that like the
Him and
first
Darkwing.
Was that like the first instance of Winnie the Pooh animated, or was there some other?
No, well, back when I was, in grade school, they had 3 shorts: Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, Winnie the Pooh and a Day for Eeyore, and Winnie the Pooh. They were 3 22-minute episodes that they put together to make a feature-length film in 3 parts. And it won the Academy Award in the mid-'60s, 64, 65. And then inexplicably, they didn't do anything at all for 20 more years, which is good because, like I said, it gave me a chance to grow up.
Yeah.
And at that point, Sterling Holloway, God rest his soul, he was very, very old. And Paul Winchell, the original Tigger, he was still around for a while. So he was Tigger and I was Pooh. And whenever he would have to go off and go to Africa and cure hunger or whatever, I mean, he literally did these things. I would be Tigger Light. And, eventually, time went on. And yeah, I mean, Pooh and Tigger have been with me most of my life.
Wow.
So
yeah, I'm sure a lot of people like connect with you.
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
yeah, they sure do.
I don't want to fanboy either, but like
No, hey.
Winnie the Pooh was like what I was watching as like a preschooler and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
And rightly so. Damn it.
Exactly.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah.
Wait, you're not watching now? Fine. Jesus, no respect. I'm Rodney Dangerfield over here.
Have you ever done any anime voices?
A little.
Like voiceovers for animes?
Yeah, very, very little.
I know like that's a whole different, I guess, world in voice acting.
Yeah, it's a very popular world, but it's my understanding is that it's mostly done in I forget if Dallas or Houston,
it's in Texas.
Yeah, and that's where all the anime stuff is based, I guess, where they record it. But I did Howl's Moving Castle.
Whoa, you did Ghibli? Did I know that? Did I know that?
Yeah, I think that was me.
Okay. Howl's Moving Castle? Wait, do you remember what character you were in that?
No.
Cool.
But you guys do. And then I played one.
By the way, I will say like Ghibli is like its own genre of anime. In my opinion. Like you have the anime, which is like, super tropey and oh my goodness. And then we got Ghibli, which is like super down to earth and like very artistic and beautiful.
Well, then I probably wasn't in that one. Then I was probably in the one with the arm farts. Hard to say. But I cannot for the life of me think of that one. Anyway, you guys will send it in, right?
Leave your comments in the comment box down below.
Yes, please do.
Hit the Patreon link and leave a comment. I already said that.
But do it now. Do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, very
So
cool.
going forward, you mentioned when you first came in here that you're kind of getting back on the YouTube grind. Have you been taking some time off, some time to yourself? And I noticed that you haven't been posting as frequently on your channel.
That's because I've shifted into making comics again.
Oh, yeah?
I've kind of like refound, because like that's how I got my start, was just making these comics. And I think it was like if I could make a living doing just YouTube shorts, I think I would do that because like I really enjoy just thinking of a joke and then illustrating it and then leaving, like just like a short little and then haha and then we leave. So like that's what I really got with comics, and then like YouTube shorts came around and it's pretty much the same formula of just like think of a skit, act it out, draw it, and then leave. But there's like very little money with YouTube shorts, so I could like pretty much the money I make on YouTube shorts like barely covers the animation that the money that I spend on animation and stuff. So it's like I get them for free kind of, but I've been really focusing on this video about warrior cats. So let me explain warrior. How much time do we have?
Enough time to explain it?
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's this book series. By the way, I'm so sorry for bringing this up on your podcast.
No.
I come into like you invite me in here.
No, that's fine.
It's so hard because every social interaction I've had for the last like 5 months, I've just been like, have you guys heard about warrior cats?
Well, have you?
So there's this book series about cats. And for some reason, people love to draw the cats. I'm talking like like fan made music videos. There's like I'm literally saying thousands of these like animated fan made like cat drawings, you know?
Wow.
And I wanted to know like, why do people like drawing these cats so much? Let's pull up some Warrior Cat animations on the TV. And so I just like I wanted to know why, like, you know, I do animation, so I wanted to figure out like why there's so many overlapping.
Cats are mysterious.
Exactly. And then I like didn't realize the like age group of the book that I was reading. It's like for little kids, and I like went into a Barnes and Noble one time trying to find like physical copies. So I was looking in the young adult section, and I was like, oh, they don't have any. I couldn't find any. And then I realized, oh, I'm looking in the young adult section. So then I had to go to the kids corner with like the Princess Castle. The
slightly older kids section.
And no, like the little kids section with like the blocks and the like the Mr. Toad and whatever. Like the, And I realized like, oh, this is way too young. So but I don't know. I'm having a good time reading them and everything. I wanted to read more this year, so Warrior Cats, it worked out. Again, I'm so sorry for bringing it up on your podcast.
No, that's quite all right. That's quite all right.
It's hilarious. I think my little sister was into that when she was a little kid.
No, they were.
She used to draw a lot of those.
See, she was drawing them too.
She was drawing them.
Exactly. You know, the thing is, I'm drawing them too. Actually, I'm still drawing them. I'm like making these like Warrior Cat comics. So, you know, I'm putting them in the video, so I'm getting like use out of them. But
that's funny.
So like I said, I'm just getting kind of like going to my roots of like making comics again, and also YouTube videos.
Nice.
You know, just you tickle that artistic itch somehow, right? Yeah.
And it sounds like still all the while pursuing some more voice acting.
Yeah, I have an agent, I guess.
Well, who is that?
Well, the way you were speaking, it sounds like you want to do more of it.
Yeah, I would like to. If anyone's looking for a voice, you know, it's
you're in the right place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I love doing the silly voices. You tell me what to say, and I'll say it no matter what. Well, maybe not no matter what.
Well, easy. Yeah. That's great. Well, now we should tell them your agency.
Oh,
should we?
Should we? I mean, his name is Michael.
Shout out to Michael.
Shout out to Michael. Michael, what's up? All right. Okay, we got that out of the way.
But thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
we really
for
appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. It was a good chat.
I hope we talked about Warrior Cats just enough.
Just enough.
Yes.
enough.
What was that again?
Warrior Cats?
It's a Warrior Cats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Warrior Cats.
This is like not what I was expecting. What day is it? Wednesday? It's Warrior Cat Wednesday, by the way.
Oh.
Happy Warrior Cat Wednesday.
Well, there we
everyone.
go.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Did we mention it's also Toon'd In with Jim Cummings? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I think we got that one.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. And thank you guys all for watching. We really appreciate it. Of course, if you want to see more content, you know where to check us out on Patreon. There's bonus content. There's extra episodes. There's all that good stuff. If you want some merchandise, you can go to Jim Cummings Closet on Shopify and get some cool stuff there. With all that said and done, I'm producer Chris, the legend himself, Mr. Jim Cummings.
Hey.
And James Rallison. Thank you again so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you guys all. We will see you in the next one.
Thank you.